All right, guys, I'm out of YouTube jail. Yay. So now I have a cloud over my head, okay, for, well, it'd be a little less than 90 days now because I already went through a week of it. But when you get a video removed, you now have like a 90-day, probation. So I'm still on probation, but at least I'm out of jail. So here I am back, and I'm going to stick with skincare for a while. And if I disappear, okay, know that that means I got my second strike and I'm just waiting out the 90 days and then I'll be back. Just notice that, okay? Because I want to make sure you guys don't run away, okay? I'm trying to do this, okay? I did delete all of the videos on my channel for the past couple of years because I was thinking of just abandoning my channel. I deleted them, and then I left a little update just to let you guys know what I was doing. And then a couple of you reached out to me and were like, no, we don't want to see you go. And oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you guys like my channel. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stick around. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to stick around as long as I can, and we'll see where this goes. So I'm still here, okay? And because I have to be super cautious now, I'm going to just kind of stick with skincare for now, because it seems like my skincare videos, I don't know if I've ever had any of my skincare videos banned. Although I'm surprised because I talk about a lot of crazy stuff that I got banned for on Reddit. Reddit doesn't like skincare stuff, okay, unless you follow the narrative. Yeah. I'm telling you, the world is crazy. So yeah, I cannot comment. There's a thread on of comments about skincare and chemical sunscreens and stuff like that I am now banned from. I'm pretty sure that pretty soon they'll ban me from Reddit completely, because I'm pretty active on a couple of threads with like natural medicine and stuff. And yeah, Reddit doesn't like me either. So it kind of makes you wonder how all these other people are getting away with what they're saying on YouTube. Like people that have thousands of followers, sometimes even 1 million or more, and they're able to talk about stuff, but they're not getting censored. And sometimes I don't even say anything that they're not saying, but yet mine gets censored. And the only reason I think that is, anyway, I think it's the only reason, is because I go further with it. I connect the dots for you, and I make it make sense. I put it together, and they're not doing that. They're just giving you like a clip version of it, like a short version of it, and I give the long version of it. And I think that's what YouTube doesn't like, because they don't want people to be educated, empowered, and informed. Because again, they don't care if you know the truth. They honestly don't care. They do not care if you know the truth. But they don't want you taking responsibility for yourself, and they don't want you learning how to do something else. And they know most people aren't going to go out and learn how to do something else. They're just not going to. They're following the carrot. Whoever's got something to say, they're just going to follow blindly, right? That's just the way it is. You can tell people the truth, but then they're just going to jump to somebody else who's going to tell them what to do. And I'm just trying to empower people. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I'm just trying to empower people, help empower people. I can't empower anyone, but just meaning, hoping to share with people to help them find their own inner light. And of course, talk about skincare, because it's what I've done for the past 30 something years, and I love it. I love helping people with their skin, and I love sharing what I've learned over the years. And yeah, this isn't new to me, okay, but again, I'm just sharing it because for aging women, if you are not using a zinc formula in your skincare routine, I would say get to it. Okay, and if you don't want to use it during the day, you can just use it at night. But I think it's a great idea to use it during the day, because you're going to get it during the daytime and the nighttime. So you're getting a little bit of protection from the sun during the day, and then you're getting the real deep healing benefits at night. Okay, because it's such a healing substance that you can put on your skin. Okay, zinc oxide is amazing. I don't know why anyone would choose any other form of sunscreen, because zinc oxide is offering you real healing benefits that the other things don't. And even titanium dioxide doesn't, okay? So it's amazing stuff, okay? And it does offer the broad, the truly, truly broad spectrum. And I'm not going to get into the whole debate about the sun and the UV and the dangers and the aging, and I'm not going to get into that today, because again, I'm not sure what is getting me flagged. because again, there's both camps talking about it, right? But it seems like when I talk about it, it's an issue. And I think the reason, again, is because I present a sensible issue. And I talk about how everything is relative, and I talk about how do we merge these two pieces together? How do we dive deeper? How do we actually see this by stepping back and going, oh, let's see how they're both right and how to navigate. That seems to be not cool, okay, according to the system. Because again, it goes back to empowering people to make really good decisions instead of just listening, and then following. This is really about making sense of it. Again, make it make sense. And I'm always trying to help people make it make sense. And then how do we navigate? Knowing these things. So if you are older like me, and I'm going to be 57 in a couple months, and I have an awful lot of sun damage, okay, that I am really actively working with. And I'm doing everything that I can to maintain the health and I want to say like suppleness of my aging skin as long as possible. I'm not interested in looking younger. I am not interested in any of that transhuman stuff. I'm not interested in any of that. None of it. I'm simply interested in healthy skin and a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy spirit, all of it. That's all I'm interested in. And I believe that when you are in alignment with all things good, I do believe that we radiate something. We radiate that glow. As Cliff, his last name is Whittam. He's the gua sha guy that I love learning from, and he talks about the inner bloom. And when your inner bloom is like, you know, revealed or revealing, you have this inner glow. So I'm all about the inner glow, but I'm also all about helping people take care of the external as well, because we are up against so many things on a daily basis. And honestly, I think zinc oxide is hands down one of the best things that you can do for your skin. And you know, I think this is a little on the pricey side. It's like $18 for this container, and I think it's like, honestly, I don't know how much it is. It's almost 3 ounces. Okay, and I do have another one that's almost 4 ounces, and I do tend to use that one, I don't know, probably more, because you get more product for like right around the same price. But the baby one is a little bit more expensive, and you're getting less product. And might be because of the Roman chamomile in there, or maybe just because it's marketed for babies. I don't really know, but I don't know why it's more. Might be the Roman chamomile. That really shouldn't make it that much more expensive, because I'm sure there's not a lot in here, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know how they determine their prices, but I do love this product. Okay. And I think that if you're going to look into a zinc balm, I think that this might be a good one to look into. Okay. So in addition to using one of my lovely face cloths, and I will do another video on my favorite cloths as well, with just warm water, and then my face balm, I just lube my face up with my homemade face balm, and you know, it's tallow, pork lard, ghee, duck fat, and then I do have some plant oils in there as well, different ones. And I'm trying to heal a lot of sun damage, so I'm using frankincense and myrrh. Currently they're in the CO2 version, but I am going to be mixing up another batch of infused oil. I just haven't done it yet. Then you've got the issue of boswellic acid. My opinion is don't worry about it. It's great if it's in there, but it is not a deal breaker if it's not, okay? Because different forms, like the infused oil contains boswellic acid, but yet the essential oil and the CO2s do not, but it's not a deal breaker, because the essential oil and the CO2 both still work amazing for all the same things. They work amazing. So it's really not needed, but if you want to use it, great, go for the infused oil. Absolutely, okay? But time and time again, aromatherapists that have been working with these substances for a long time, there's really not much difference in the therapeutic effects. Because remember, natural medicine is not about just one chemical. It's about the whole symphony. All right? Keep that in mind. So I think this is the number one, like one of the number one beauty things to be using. And again, super clean, such great formula, and doesn't leave a white cast on me. Might gather in a little bit of my wrinkles, maybe a little bit. So I'll just go like, you know, tap it out. No big deal. It's totally all right. And the benefit is incredible. I always recommend zinc bombs to people, and they literally within about a week or two, they always report back and they're like, game changing. Yep, it's game changing. My daughter, who's going to be 28, actually our birthdays are close, so I'm going to be 57, she's going to be 28. She started using zinc balm on her skin at night too, and she's got good skin. She's always had really good skin, and she was like, this is like unbelievable. Like, it is unbelievable. So zinc bombs are fantastic. If you don't have them in your routine, I would say absolutely consider it. And you guys know that I am not a fan of any of the commercial stuff going on for skincare. You will never see me touch it. You will never see me go anywhere near it. Nobody is coming near me with a syringe, with a laser, with any kind of their mad, crazy Dr. Frankenstein stuff. Not happening. Not happening. Never. So if anything were to happen and I were to start promoting that on my channel, know that that's not me. Okay? Not me at all. Because I would never, and I mean never, because you guys that know me and know that I am not interested in that path in the slightest bit. Okay? I'm not going there because it's a dark path. For those of you who have watched my other videos, you guys know that. It's a very, very dark path. I will never travel that willingly. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm out of YouTube jail. I'm here. If I disappear, it's because I got a second strike and I'm going to have to lay low for 90 days because I can't risk getting a third strike because then my channel will be gone. And I'm just going to try to like walk on eggshells for a little bit and dance around it and stick with some skincare. And maybe I'll go back to doing some of the facial massage stuff and just to kind of like hold me over. And then I can kind of start again. Because again, the thing is they never tell me. They never tell me what I violate, so I never have any idea. All right? And then they remove my video and they don't critique it. I can't look at it and critique it, so I have no idea. And of course I send them letters, not letters, but messages. They never get back to me. Because, you know, when you call people out on bullshit, they never come back to you because there's nothing they can say. There's nothing they can say because you've got them in a corner. You've just got their balls tied up in a corner, and people don't like that. And it's really funny, even on Reddit, I was going head to head with someone with some comments, and their comment gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And eventually it's just like the gaslighting is so funny. And then it's either gaslighting at that point or they just like have nothing to say. They just have absolutely nothing to say at that point because you continue to throw some truth bombs out and some information where eventually they can no longer deny it, and the gaslighting just doesn't work anymore. And it's interesting to see that. Most of the time when I do that though, Reddit just bans my comments, but there were a few that actually stuck, and I was really, really happy to see that. And I was really happy to see that a couple of my comments have actually gotten a lot of upvotes, which is nice. It means other people are reading the comment and are aware of all of this stuff, so that's good. But remember, awakening is not stuff that we're learning. True awakening is what we're remembering from our soul, from our spirit. Okay? So all of the truth in the world and all of the information in the world is not awakening. Okay? That's what's wrong with the truth movement. It's not awakening. Awakening is remembering. It's returning. It's returning back to our source. No more middlemen. No more interference. It's direct. That's what awakening is. That's what true awakening is. All right, and I'm just here to like help with some practical things, like how do we stay healthy? How do we keep our skin healthy? What are some things we can do to, practically, get through? But really the bottom line is you have to return and reconnect with your instincts and your intuition, which come directly from source. You don't need anybody for that. As a matter of fact, anyone outside of you is only going to muck it up. Okay? So You guys know that's my message. Always has been, always will be. And if you ever see me saying anything different, you'll know that it's not me. Okay? Signing out.